Okay, here we are. Glen Eagles Apartments. We're at the pool TPC Champions course. It is a Thursday night. It is not too late. The sun is near the golden hour, if it isn't already at the golden hour. I'm using my Panasonic LUMIX G9. Not the G9 II, the G9. It's got a pretty good, I think it's got a pretty good video quality, good camera. I've got a 17mm young new lens on it. f1.8 I think it is. Does a pretty good job. It's got a built-in lens hood. Anyway, I see the tracking and the focus is pretty good. You can see I'm sitting in the hot tub. Tales from the Tub, or Tub Talk, depending on who you listen to. That's the show that we're talking about today. So let's talk about a couple things. Number one, Kyler Murray. Not a tall man. All of his passes were caught last week in the NFL preseason game. Unfortunately, one of them was caught by the other team, but the ball never hit the ground. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. It's preseason. When I watch the Buffalo Bills, I don't think their defense is where it needs to be, but again, maybe the players didn't play that need to play to get the job done. The good news is Cook is back, and it looks like Josh Allen's going to be good again. So offensively fine, but defense, I don't know. When I look around the league, I was impressed with Shedeur Sanders. I was impressed with Jackson Dart. I think there's a couple players that really made a standout preseason debut. A lot of players look good and ready for the season. Not sure what's going to happen. I know Shedeur Sanders got hurt, so he may not play this weekend, and I'm not sure if that's going to affect him in the regular season. I know that their other quarterback, Gabriel, that they drafted, also was hurt, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. I'm not a believer in Aaron Rodgers, but again, he's done some amazing things in his career. It's going to be hard to figure out who's going to be the best teams. The Rams, I think, will be competitive. They've got a way of bringing players from out of nowhere to be good. I think the Detroit Lions will be decent. Washington, it concerns me that their best wide receiver doesn't want to be there anymore. Not sure why. McLaurin, whatever his name is, wants to get out. Doesn't make sense. He's a good player, and he's got a good quarterback in Jaden Daniels. But it's hard to figure out. Carolina, unfortunately, is going to be one of the top or the bottom two teams. They gave away too much to get their QB, Bryce Young. Now, again, if Bryce Young pans out this year, take back what I said, they'll be a 500 team. In fact, the second half of the season when he did play, he made the team competitive. They won more than they lost, I think, the last 4 or 5 games. But again, they gave away a lot to get one guy. And as a result, Chicago got better. But has Chicago done anything with that? Is Caleb Williams the answer? Or is he Bryce Young Part 2? I don't know. Bottom line is, it's too early to tell, but it frustrates me because this is the time of year where basketball, hockey, and football are not in full swing, yet baseball is. And in my case, since I'm in Arizona, I try to root for the Diamondbacks. Well, they were a seller at the trade deadline, so they don't have a team that's going to win more than they lose. They're not going to be in the playoffs, and they're in the toughest division in baseball. You know, when you've got to play against the Dodgers, even though they beat them a couple years ago to get to the World Series, on a regular basis, a team that can spend the kind of money that the Dodgers can spend is going to outplay, outwin, outbid a team like the Diamondbacks. But again, the Diamondbacks do have a World Series to their credit over the Yankees during that 1 year when we had 9/11. There was other factors at play, but we had Randy Johnson. I think any team with Randy Johnson is going to be a winning team. Anyway, that's my Tales from the Tub, my Tub Talk for Thursday, August 14th.